Welcome, guys, to Myndscapepodcast. My name is Anas with my wife and co-host Candy.
Hi.
It's a breaking news episode, I will say, right?
Breaking news?
It's not really breaking
think
news, but it's a headline news.
It's like catching up with like current events, huh?
Yeah, there is so many things going on, and of course, we like to talk about everything, anything. Of course, we want to give our opinion. What's going on in the world right now? You know, there is so much chaos. I mean, there's always chaos, I would say, right? So if you like the news episode, right?
I thought you were gonna say if you like chaos.
Chaos. Get your coffee.
Some people do.
Ooh, getting some iced coffee today. My barista, she's the maker.
Yeah.
So do you want to give them the secret recipe?
Not really secret, but it's basically
Coffee.
homemade cold brew with salted caramel
Yeah.
cold foam.
Yeah, it looks a little bit super light in the camera, which is it is kind of, you know, but it's a little. I like it a little bit darker than this. I because it has ice and the
Here.
foam. What?
Here, just pass it to me.
What do you
Pass
want
it
me
to
to pass you my cup?
Because
You get it
you see
Ooh.
all the coffee's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Because we use the French press to make the cold brew.
Yeah, and even the foam has been, you know, milled down too, so that's
Yeah.
caused the color to change.
You're just trying to tell people you're not a weenie and you drink strong coffee, aren't you?
The coffee's so good. Yeah. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. So chill, get your coffee, and we're gonna get this podcast started. So what's your first headline?
So, you told me that BB was going to jail.
He was not going to jail, but it was a warrant,
warrant?
Yeah, arrest warrant. So basically, they filed, I think, international law, the ICC, you know, filed against Netanyahu for arrest, you know.
Yeah.
But America denied it. You know, Joe Biden denied it.
Yeah.
So, Joe Biden, he you know, he keeps still saying, you know, I stand with Israel, you know, and he said he surely know that's not a genocide going on in Gaza, and Netanyahu, he shouldn't be you know, getting arrested.
Like, stop harassing my friend.
Yeah, stop harassing my friend, seriously. But yeah, so that's yeah, it didn't. Yeah, it's like, okay, what to know about the ICS, Netanyahu and Hamas arrest warrant request? Okay,
ICCs.
ICCs. So it didn't happen. So the again, you know, speaking out about the Israeli thing,
Yeah.
right? What do you think about the biggest breaking news just happened this week? Ebrahim, his
Prime Minister?
yeah, Ebrahim Raisi. That's what his name.
Racist?
Raisi. Ebrahim Raisi.
I don't know.
I think that's his last name. Ebrahim Raisi. Yeah, if we put Ebrahim, yeah, Raisi, Ebrahim Raisi. Raisi. It's Raisi. Ebrahim Raisi. Raise is I. I'm sorry.
I don't know. What is that like?
Yeah, it's Ebrahim Raisi. It's
That's how you-
Arabic.
yeah,
it's
that's
like a
how you
Hebrew.
pronounce it, yeah.
Hebrew, whatever the. It's not Arabic, but whatever the language they speak.
Farsi or
Farsi.
something?
Yeah, Farsi. Raisi.
Uh-huh.
So Ebrahim Raisi, he was flying somewhere, and he passed away on the May 19, 2024, in helicopter ride. Him and some of the office people, you know, his I don't know exactly those two people that died with him, but the president of Iran passed away. They just confirmed it like a day or 2 days ago. So yeah,
That's wild.
um, yeah, exactly. So
I heard I didn't know it was both of them, but I heard that they're saying it was because of bad weather, right?
bad weather. Yeah. So let me tell you exactly what's going on here. So a bad weather happened because the Zionists create bad weather. Is that funny?
Dude,
No.
one of the comments that I saw on the post, just because I just saw that it crashed. I didn't know that they died. But when that happened,
Mhm.
one of the comments said that the pilot was Israeli.
He was drunky.
He was an Israeli.
Really?
Yeah.
So, anyways, so what do you think about his death? Because there is so many things happened before his death. You know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy. Like, why
timing?
always like these important people die in helicopter crashes?
That's really sus. Let
Right?
me tell you something. I think the timing is really suspicious.
Yeah. So and okay, and before when he passed away by Iranian. It didn't confirm that he died or anything like that. So it was like way too early. Exactly, even the world know exactly what's happening, right? And Israel headline released. It was nuts. All they say, it was nuts. It's like how do you know exactly what's happening? Like in very short amount of time. You know what I'm saying? It was just so quick.
Because maybe the pilot was a Jew or an Israeli.
Literally, that's all they say. Says it was nuts.
That's wild, dude. That's nuts.
Yeah. Well, you can see the power of this group of people, right? These Zionists, and the allies they have. You know what I'm saying? When they want you to be gone, they're gonna get you out of here. You know what I'm
The
saying?
CIA.
They're gonna pay the people that work for you and with you 24 hours, and that's how they wiped out everybody and before him too. You know,
Yeah.
that's how Gaddafi got him.
Remember,
The people turn over him. Saddam Hussein, everybody
Yeah.
that passed away in the Middle East, literally people and their own people. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's why it's like, well, I don't know who did it. You know what I'm saying?
it was a beekeeper.
The beekeeper.
Yeah, the beekeeper. It was a beekeeper. You remember the beekeeper? We watched that movie in the drive-in.
Yeah.
How
The
he used to
beekeeper.
work for the government.
Yeah.
It was him.
That was him.
Yeah, it was whatever beekeeper is working right now.
No, seriously,
They
but
killed him.
huh?
It was probably the same guy that killed Jeffrey Epstein.
Dude, yeah. That's exactly what they do. So we again, want to just blindly just put it on Zionist, but it makes sense. All the things happen, you know, the 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 little missiles they had back and forth, or the little I call them little missiles.
They
The
probably
missiles that they had,
indirectly.
the missiles they had going on, back and forth.
Yeah.
Just recent weeks,
Yeah.
right? Plus, there is an Iran, right? And this is not the only, actually, an Iran becoming, good ally with Russia, right? And Russia being big enemy with America, and of course Zionists also, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They had a big things going on over there. Someone else, actually, I forgot his name, that passed away just a couple of weeks ago. Also, he was a friend of Russia. So he was an ally of Russia, and all of a sudden, boom, got wiped out. And after a couple of weeks, this guy got wiped out also.
Yeah.
And it's kind of smart. Helicopter crash.
I mean,
Like, what can you do about it? The weather was bad.
that's a great excuse. Like, oh, it wasn't us. It was they crashed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like what happened with Kobe.
Yeah.
When he died.
Yeah, that's very.
And then little did you know, it came to the light that he was gonna have like a big court date coming up,
Yeah.
for suing Black Mamba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. So
The timing is
yeah,
impeccable.
I know they have, and again, if you guys are still thinking about doing helicopter things, like, come on, like, I think it's becoming now this helicopter for for a setup. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. They have to find some new ways of getting rid of these people that they don't get with their own agendas.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
Yeah, and still, speaking of the topic about the Zionists, what do you think about all this crazy process going on universities and here in America, and a lot of American flags being burned and
Yeah.
things like
Statues getting vandalized.
Exactly, it seems like almost like a Black Lives Matter, and not all the way to that extent, but it's kind of heading that way.
The movement's growing. That's yeah, that's so it's a little bit complex. Let me tell you why it's complex in my view. Because me as an American, like, I love my country. I was born here. Like, I love my country. We have a lot of freedom, like we discussed in the previous episode. You know what I mean? Yeah, we have limits on some stuff, but we have a lot of freedoms, a lot of privileges compared to other countries. You know what I'm saying? A lot of opportunities. And on the same token, like, I want my brothers and sisters over there in Palestine to survive and to, like, be free,
Yeah.
and have the will to live in their country as they please.
Yeah. Okay.
But I want that. I want that so bad. But I don't want my country to feel like it's being attacked by Palestinian supporters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we need to voice, like, our concerns, and we need to have the government hear us when it comes to, like, stop the war, stop funding the war, etc.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what I want people to realize is the real people who want to see Palestine free are not the same people that are vandalizing American property and the American flag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting lost for words because just even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? That it's very unfortunate that I honestly think that there's probably infiltrators inside the Free Palestine movement to make it look bad. Just how a lot of honest people were supporting the BLM movement without actually knowing what the actual root, like,
movement, what it is for,
what it is,
what it stands
without
for.
knowing its roots.
Yeah.
Without knowing where that money is going to and all these things. And I have a feeling that the same thing happened or is happening or it's going to happen to the Free Palestine movement.
Yeah. No, I think you nailed it in the head, to be honest. I think, you said it beautifully out there. I believe the same thing, because I'll tell you why. I believe, again, we're back to religion. I believe, Islam is the perfect religion in the whole entire earth, right? Islam is perfect. You cannot change even one word about it. You cannot tell me it's a misogynist, oppressive, nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's the perfect manual for a human being, right? But because how perfect it is, people always take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Jump on it, trying to manipulate the words, jump on it, changing the words and changing it for their own agendas, and that's what happened to the, Bibles before, what I'm saying? Those kings wrote the laws or the Bible how to fit their own agendas, you know what I'm saying? And what I bring to Islam is example with it, because it's how perfect it is, and now they are causing these terrorist attacks and they're blaming it in religion, and religion has nothing to do with that at all. You know what I'm saying? It does not teach nothing like that, not killing innocent people or nothing like that, right? And all of a sudden you see people, blaming it on the religion,
Yeah.
So this is exactly with the Palestinians protests also. Will people, there is a lot of different companies are supporting, funding this kind of protest because of their own benefits. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And there is a lot of sheeps are following certain things and they don't know exactly what they are following. Nothing wrong with being protest peacefully. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't have to break anything. You don't have to shut down the whole entire university. Just, you know what I'm saying? Or, fighting other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't
Yeah.
have to be an extremist to to say your message. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do so, you are giving bad reputation to those people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And they're already being pressed and named as a terrorist. Doing certain things like that, it's just gonna like have them.
You're helping them.
You're helping them to give them more reasons to go and punish them even more. You're like, you guys all the same. You guys
Yeah.
all deserve to die. You know what I'm saying? So please, guys, anybody that, we stand with Palestinian, we stand with Gaza all day long. You know what I'm saying? But you have to do it in a smart way as possible.
Peaceful
Peaceful
protest.
way. You show them exactly what. Palestinians are very sweet people. If you guys never met Palestinians before, you guys go and meet them. You know what I'm saying? We are super close to Palestinians, and I have a bunch of friends. I know them for so long. They're one of the sweetest people ever you met, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Very
100%, I
humble.
agree.
Very humble. You can say only great things about him. You know what I'm saying? But giving him this bad picture of being terrorists and all this crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna help them. You know what I'm saying? So please, guys, anybody that goes to the protest or whatever, please be peaceful and stuff like that. Even other people, and it's again, there is the Zionist movement out here in America. Push that button, like call them names and stuff like that. They want them to get reaction from the protests, Palestinian protesters, to give that bad name. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you have to play smart. It's a chess game. Literally, that's what it is. It's not like it's not a war here in it's not a war exactly like a war maybe we see in Gaza. It's a little bit different. Here you playing a game with them. The Zionists, they're trying to like push you to react, crazy, so they can put that on social media. But please don't give them that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be smart. Give them facts and pray for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, pray for them, and God is watching us, all of us. Yeah. But yeah, 100%. There is bad companies are involved with this pro-Palestinian.
Speaking of like,
Not all of them, but I'm talking about the big major ones, the ones we see like in universities and some certain different companies like that. Yeah.
what do you think? Speaking of companies, what do you think about these like big companies, corporations that are supporting Israel?
Big companies.
Yeah. So what do you think about them? And then what do you think about the whole boycotting,
Yeah, this boycotting thing is very complex. It's not an easy thing to actually to do or even to speak about it, right? But I have my own opinion on. I'm just gonna say it. So the boycotting thing. So because there is people are boycotting the companies, let's say Starbucks, McDonald's, on all these in the different countries. Let's say even in Islamic countries. You know what I'm saying? And I heard actually this guy talked about it like this. Then I'm like, it kind of makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like agree with him for sure, because those companies, McDonald's or whatever it is, they are franchise, right? So they can be put in almost every country, as long the main corporate let them to do it over there, right? And they give them a small percentage, I think 10%, 15%, whatever that may be, that contract, because they're using their brand name. You know what I'm saying?
It's a business.
Yeah.
It's a business for somebody. Like you can open a McDonald's.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
tomorrow.
But the whole entire franchise is owned by, let's say, a Muslim person. You know what I'm saying? And all these employees, this is completely like not here in America or somewhere else. So let's say, in Saudi Arabia, Morocco, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then those companies are being employed by your brothers and sisters. The business is being owned by your brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Then you just boycott them, right? Then you just kind of ruin the whole entire families right
The
there.
whole chain of
right?
employment. Yeah.
Exactly. Like bunch of people, they're gonna have no job. Bunch of what do you call it? A bunch of the owners,
Yeah.
basically the whole entire business is gonna fail, and so it's not the smartest idea. So if you're gonna boycott maybe someone, you boycott them directly to their own places. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just you gotta do your own research and maybe see which franchise that example McDonald's actually owns. You know what I'm saying? And maybe boycott those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then just like a random person. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because now you're harming independent people,
Yeah.
individuals,
Independent
right?
parties. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just a long topic, but I feel like, yeah, so if you live in a place or a country that doesn't support the Zionist movement, probably you shouldn't cut the people that have those kind of businesses, because the end of the day, just a business, yes, they do give them a small percentage to the actual
but it's not
corporate-
like Chick-fil-A, where Chick-fil-A owns all of their stores.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that it can be, now you're just ruining multiple families, getting them out of a job and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That business is shuts down and everything. So I think if someone want to boycott, maybe the business owner, is like, you know what? Because they did this, I don't want to do nothing with it, and just rebrand your store.
Yeah. Oops, sorry. It's dad.
So, that's my opinion. You know. Yeah.
Wait, actually, let me take that back. I don't remember if Chick-fil-A owns other stores.
I think so.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
I think so.
I literally just saw a documentary, but I forgot.
Yeah, but anyways, I think that's my opinion. What was another question tied with the boycotting?
Yeah, it was just like something simple. Like, what do you think about those kind of companies like supporting the war?
Oh yeah, and again, I think they're supporting things like that because of
they're probably Zionists themselves, maybe.
Yeah, and then, because Zionists, they are a very powerful group of people. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of very successful. They have a lot of money, power, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And they are all over. They are globally. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's like a networking. You know what I'm saying? So like, okay, I'm gonna help you here. You do me this. I'm gonna do this for you. You do that for me. You help me over there. You know what I'm saying? You open more franchise.
Entire different society.
Yeah, exactly. It's a networking thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why they support certain groups. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's all about money, to make more money and more power also. Yeah, and that's the reason why Netanyahu will never be, or at least not right now, while Biden in the office. Even Trump will be elected as a president. I don't think so. He's gonna go to the jail.
Yeah.
Biden, Netanyahu, Trump, he doesn't like too much Biden. He's already been leaked by Trump that, he was speaking on the phone or something like
You mean
that.
Trump doesn't really like
Netanyahu?
Okay.
He called him his demanding, his entitled, you know what I'm saying? Entitled, right? So that's obviously he like, you know what I'm saying? Because they have certain rules that have been set with the country in the White House. No one can like change anything about it. You just kind of like, you have to roll with it,
Yeah.
And the Zionist thing is kind of like one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of one of them. I think any president would come to the power. Probably is not gonna maybe push certain things like Biden right now, just allowing everything, do whatever you want, basically. Maybe hold back, but you cannot change anything what they have as far like relationship wise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the,
there's a lot of Zionists in the White House.
yeah, exactly. So
Like you said, everywhere.
yeah, everywhere. So yeah, that's why Netanyahu, he's not gonna be arrested at all. Probably maybe like with a different with Trump, hopefully maybe we see that. I think he deserved to be arrested. And even when they get arrested, it's not like they're. It's not like our like a regular guy getting arrested, going to what do you call it, dungeon, right? They're going like getting arrested in a nice house or
On house arrest.
house arrest, some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a jail for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they'll probably say some excuse. Oh, for the safety of him,
Yeah.
he's gonna be
Yeah,
house
yeah.
arrested or something.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like it's just a long vacation for them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's all, but nothing crazy. Do you think if he really knows he's gonna go to jail, an actual dungeon, and all is gonna face all these consequences from the world or whatever, you think he's gonna be doing what he's doing right now?
I knew he wasn't gonna go to jail when I saw him talking to who was it? Was it Tucker? He had an interview with
Dr. Philly.
Oh, Dr. Phil.
Philly.
Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
Was it
Dr. Phil again, he's literally a Zionist.
Yeah.
I'm not really a big fan. I never was a big fan of him, but I know he's this big guy, in his own niche. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People like to take advice from him on something like that. He's
I
smart,
think it's
whatever.
a mustache.
Right, but I never was a fan of him. I never was a fan of his even advices or whatever. He's some smart guy, but I just never was connected to him in that level. I think I don't like just the way how he talks. He's kind of like a little bit cold for me, and I don't know. I get like bored.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw him. He bring this guy from where? They call him a Hamas son leader. So basically, like the founder of Hamas, his son, forgot his name, Muhammad, I think something, right?
Mm-hmm.
That he's a dictator, like wide open. You can see that. You know what I'm saying? He's literally the only one. He's speaking the way how he speaks, and he speaks like that just because I'm like a son of the founder, you know what I'm saying, of the movement. So
he uses that because it sounds like it carries weight to his name.
Exactly. So, and he's like, oh, my mission to expose Hamas and all this and that. He hate Muslims. He hate the traditionals and the teachings of Islam. He hate he hate Hamas, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's like, oh, I love, his brothers and sisters like Palestinians, but Hamas is like something else, and the religion is completely, you know what I'm saying? So obviously we can see this
that
person.
He collected a check.
Yeah, he collects a bunch of checks,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why he's here in America, you know what I'm saying? That's why he has all these freedoms and traveling and being a successful person also.
Yeah.
Obviously being paid for, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you cannot see that, I don't know what to tell you, but like someone like me, someone to intelligent people know the religion and stuff like that. What don't buy by that, man, you know what I'm saying? But he's not here for me to change my mindset. He's here to change for the people, and like they don't know, like the Western people, they're kind of like, I'm 50-50. I don't know exactly what's the truth.
The
and
people
stuff
who
like
are not properly educated on the topic.
Yeah, exactly. They're not from there. They don't know exactly the history. They don't know. That's where he's kind of like talking to. But for me, he will say whatever he said. He might like shut me down. I don't have maybe example a certain dates and histories and everything like that. He's older than me. He lived there or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I know the truth because of my religion.
Yeah.
Because of the people that I know personally live there and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. For actual Muslim people, it will never change their mind. But the people that they're not from there, they don't know anything like that. That's what he's speaking to. And that's, you know what I'm saying?
His audience, his target audience.
Exactly. And Dr. Phil, he brought him to the, so that's what I'm
Dr.
like.
Dr. Philly.
If Philly or Phil, whatever. Again, he did another podcast with Netanyahu in somewhere in Jerusalem or whatever, Obviously, like you can see, he has zero emotions with the Palestinians, what they go through and anything like that, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? All he talks about Zionists, what they did to you on October 7th, blah, blah, blah. Speaking of, just today, should I pull this article maybe?
Yeah,
Just today in West Bank, There's no Hamas there. There is no Gaza or anything like that, right? What happened is they attacked somewhere in. I gotta turn my computer dies off. So let me just get so I know exactly what I'm talking about here. All right. So, collective punishment. Israel raids Jenin camp in West Bank, killing 8 and shooting everything. So what happened is, okay, in the occupied West Bank, Israeli forces raided the north city of Jenin early Tuesday morning, killing at least 8 Palestinians, include the doctor. A doctor shot dead on his way to work. A teenager riding his bike. About a dozen others were injured, including journalist, an actor of freedom. So just other bunch of people that who died in there. But yeah, so a camp, right, in West Bank being attacked by, Israel again, IDF. And they went in there and killed 8 people and shot a bunch of people, get injured and stuff like that. And one of them was a doctor. Journalists get died. I mean, journalists these days, so especially over there, it's like a joke to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you got a jacket of, like, they target them on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like that way you guys send no news out there.
Yeah, like you expose the truth. So.
Yeah. So it's crazy how
Remember I sent you a video of like all the, it's like a short clip of like all the videos compiled of the IDF, and majority of them are like a little bit younger than us or around our age. Some of them even look like teenagers, you know what I'm saying? And 2 of them were like, oh, my name is whatever, I'm from like United States, like somewhere in like the Midwest, like somewhere random. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it's like, it's crazy how many Americans from here are leaving and joining the IDF or join the IDF to like fight for what?
Yeah, no.
So you want to join the military, but not the American military?
Yeah, it's, like another traitor right there. To me, yeah, that's personally
what I'm
to
saying?
me. If you're not willing to,
So there, how
country-
is that not like terrorist? You're going to another country to terrorize civilians.
yeah, to me, to be honest, like, okay, I'm an American citizen, right? If I decided to go, like, still live here, right, and go in Morocco and serve over there and not serve over here, to be honest, I think I would be a traitor to the country. I think I'm
No,
more.
but the thing is, if you were born in the U.S.,
No, I know you have to, like, that's 100%. You have to, if you want to be going to military, you have to be an American military, not go over there. That's completely wrong. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, I'm only citizen. I was born in Morocco, and I feel like if I went to serve in Morocco military and not serve here, I feel like I would be a dictator also. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not born here, right? So you know what I'm saying? I feel like because I eat here, I pay taxes here, I my family here, my son here, I have everything here. This is my home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is my home. So if I wanted to serve, if I wanted to change anything, I have to start where I live, my environment. You know what I'm saying? From here, and I spread my
protect your home,
right.
and then
Exactly, right. Now, if I'm like live here, right, I don't want to stay here, but I go across the world to serve over there, and I don't live there. Yes, I do have family there. I don't want nothing wrong for them or anything like that. But I'm just saying it's not the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you have to be honest where you live, right? And be
Yeah.
honest, and you have to support where you live. And so it doesn't mean we agree about everything what they do over here also, but I'm saying you have to support and get your environment. You know what I'm saying? The place where you live, the country where you live,
Yeah.
in a better place before you trying to go across the world to kill innocent people.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, so that's a whole entire different topic again if we go into it. But anyways,
But it takes terrorists for this
huh?
kind of stuff to happen. I said it takes terrorists for this kind of stuff to happen.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. What are you? So yeah, we kind of change the topics a little bit. Stay away from the wars and everything. We all know it's crazy. You know, they can get rid of. Well, obviously, we know they can get rid of anybody
Yeah.
they wants. History
Speaking-
history repeated itself with all these big giants. Gaddafi. It's hard to tell someone will get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? And they got rid of him. You know, he was wealthy, and as long as he starts speaking about the dollar to change the currency and everything like that, you know, and boom,
Yeah.
just in a couple of weeks he was gone.
Speaking of war, but it's like a different kind of war. Like, have you heard or seen any articles about the bird flu here in the United States? Yeah.
No, I didn't hear about it.
So it's the avian influenza, flu. And
It's called Olivian?
avian. It's like bird flu.
Okay.
So basically, bird flu is mostly among birds, like aquatic birds, like even birds that are in the water, outside of the water, or like around the sea. But anyways, my point is, I remember a while ago seeing that a farm worker was infected by bird flu, and I'm like, what? Bird flu? Okay. And so the way he got infected by bird flu is from a cow in a cow farm. Now that I think that's pretty random. And then so now fast forward to now, there's a second case of another farm worker that got infected with bird flu from a cow.
Yeah.
And like it has me just wondering, like I can't help but wonder if this is just something happening, like something not so significant, or if this is like the beginning of like another pandemic. You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, like it's affecting cows, and then it's affecting the workers. So then will it affect another human? You know what I mean? Like how, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to be honest, there is always...
in rare cases, it's supposed to affect humans.
Yeah, there is always viruses, diseases going on, you know what I'm saying? There is a lot of, bad environment going on everywhere, you know what I'm saying? People do bad things, burning certain things, eating certain things, poisons and all that. So it doesn't mean, there is nothing like that. It could be possible, but I think we're just not gonna be like another, COVID type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And I think, let's say, even if something in that level, let's say, I think we're not gonna be buying that anymore. I think we learned from our lesson this time, and we should be all aware
Pushing back,
of this kind of agendas. You know what I'm saying? We being played big time and stuff like that. I think, if there is anything this time, I think again, if they're trying to push any new agenda, I think they have to come up with a new playing game, because this game right here, I think it's been already exposed.
Yeah.
So, there is still people are eating something else beside the bread we eat,
Yeah.
And I don't know what they have in their head. Maybe they're still buying by COVID and putting face masks and all this crazy stuff, But majority of the people you talk to, they're like, dude, COVID, it's not a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's it. That's it. So, we kind of just changed all the craziness. I want to talk a little bit about these rappers thing going on, about Diddy.
Yeah.
A Fed leaked his footage.
Has that been proven?
Yeah, well, because like who's gonna bring like because that footage was given by the hotel. I don't think so. The hotel they're gonna release it because it just make that hotel look bad and the whole entire thing. You know what I'm saying? So who has that? Only the place where he was. I think it's a hotel somewhere. You know,
Yeah.
and the Fed. You know,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden you just see it everywhere
I think
in the internet.
yeah.
If you guys haven't seen it, it's basically Diddy.
Running out a hotel room in a
Yeah.
towel,
Mhm.
you know, naked in a towel, comes out, attacks Cassie, the singer, like from the back. Drops her to the floor and
he
he
pulled
kicks
her.
her, right?
He kicked her in her back or stomach or something.
But it
like
wasn't
that.
like it was like a soccer kick. That was
Yeah,
that was something.
yeah, yeah. So what's your opinion about? And did you see again the video where he's saying sorry?
Yeah.
It was like
So
all of us
yeah.
we kind of go
So
through this.
first of all,
uh-huh.
he's only sorry because he got caught.
Uh-huh.
He's not sorry that he did that.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think that was a good idea. I don't know. I think that was dumb.
Yeah. So
His apology video was dumb.
you know what? This is okay. What I want to why I bring this exactly topic because this is what I want to send a message to you. All of you guys are worshiping rappers out there. You know, you think rappers they're almost like an angel. Some people might look at them. You know what I'm saying? Like like legend. Oh, he's like all this like famous, godly man rapper type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Diddy, he, so many people loved him and has so much crazy fans and all
Okay,
this.
look,
No, hold on.
yeah.
Just let me finish my thing. Then you see a crazy thing like that. You know what I'm saying? So what you see from outside is not what's going on inside. You know what I'm saying? So you might see outside this famous, a rich, wealthy guy doing all these beautiful things from outside. But inside what's going on out there is terrible, it's completely different, can be abusive, drug addict, and whatever other allegations going on against him also, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it could be a lot of different things, you guys taking these people from the street as like an idol,
Yeah.
super wrong thing to do. If you want to take somebody an idol, go back to Jesus, to Prophet, be peace on him, or Moses. This is the good role models we have to look up to. You know what I'm saying? But the rappers are not a good role models. Yeah, maybe if you're a rapper, you want to learn something from them. Go ahead. Maybe that's what you do.
Yeah.
The way how they perform and stuff like that. But not the lifestyle. The lifestyle, I think, is very evil.
Or
what they
like,
do.
So even how like Kanye, for example, right now, Kanye has a big following, and before, like a while ago, he was doing like, I think it was like gospel, like religious, sort of religious music,
Yeah.
And now, like, you see him right now, the way he dresses his wife is like ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it's like, how can you say and do like something and then you go ahead and like do the opposite of like not honoring and respecting your wife?
Dude, what's his name? Ye. That's what they call him now.
Yeah.
Or he changed his name to Ye. So Ye, he said it in a song that he sold his soul, for a better lifestyle. I don't know exactly how the phrase or whatever he said it in the song, the lyrics, I can find that for you guys and show it to you maybe, but he said, it was a better trade, basically change. He said, I shaked my hand to the devil, because it was a better trade, so he chose a lifestyle, with the devil, because it was a better lifestyle for him. You know what I'm saying? So he said it. So that's why you can see going all these crazy things. And even him, he announced in the Twitter a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if he's gonna do it or no, but he want to start because he owned Yeezys, right? He want to start Yeezys porn site.
Yeah, I
So
saw
I think
that.
I think that's what he want to call it. Yeezys porn
I don't know what it's
site.
called, but I saw that. That's what he wants to do.
So yeah. So I mean, come on. There is anything more than evil than that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So do not trust these people. These people are following the trend to sell you at this devil dream so you can go with them in hellfire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they might seem they are living a paradise right now. But after they die, they're gonna leave everything behind them. Nothing will go with them. Then they're gonna ask, please God, bring me back.
Yeah.
I just want to do one more charity. Just one more prayer. Just one more thing. Just one.
Yeah.
You can do it. It's too late, my friend, you know?
Yeah.
So for you all out there, do not follow these guys. This, like I said, this is not the good models at all. You know, the role models at all. The good role models are the older people that I just mentioned before. And I never had any role model when it comes to rapper, soccer player, you know,
Yeah.
whatever stuff like
Yeah.
that. You know, I might like someone, you know, like I like Messi, you know, but he never was my role model. I just like the
Yeah.
way how he play, you know. Now I don't even care about him, you know. Again, I was young or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But that's how people need to be a little bit smart about what they are choosing to watch and
Or
follow.
listen to, because
Yeah.
like it's pretty amazing how like your life changes when you've been listening to music for a while, for a long time, and you don't realize that you're being influenced by something,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you quit that, and like it's amazing how your life changes.
No, absolutely. I think, to be honest, you know, good topic. It is gonna be a whole nother topic, which is actually planning to speak about it, which is like a music industry and what the music does to you and your
Yeah.
brain and everything. I stopped listening to music for a good 3 years now, I would say, you know. Yeah, I might hear music if it's playing by someone else, or you know, or I'm watching a video or something for a short amount of time, but I'm not playing. I don't have, what do you call it, the whole entire album I'm listening to.
Yeah.
I'm not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I don't listen to music. And literally, I think I can control my emotion a lot, my temper a lot, and everything a lot. You know, because I think always, because music, it's created through emotions. You know what I'm saying? Could be a positive emotions or negative emotions. You know what I'm saying? But you're allowing this exterior thing to play you in your head, right? You know, to play in your head, then change your emotion. I think that's very, very dangerous thing if you really think about it.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, it will be a whole another topic. But yeah, especially rap these days is super dirty, nasty, evil to listen to. And 99% of the rappers you watch, literally they shake their hand like yay with the devil to get a certain level of fame, money, and everything. Just look the way how they dress, the way how they use their hand, the way how the song is too. Like dudes literally tell you about it, because all these devil worshippers, they have to tell you they are doing it. You know what I'm saying? So
And a lot of like really, like you've seen lately, like a lot of the really good or even just successful artists die young. You notice that they die young.
yeah,
Yeah.
they
They
die.
get like this really intense, quick, fast, like lavish lifestyle, you know, full of fame. And then they climb really high and boom, they just fall to the ground.
Yeah, do you know actually Tupac, when he died, they found in his room he has a Bible. I mean, he has a Quran
Yeah. I'm not
in his drawer, in his room drawer. He had this like a red bandana with the Quran in his drawer.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Huh?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and obviously, like him again, he was famous and he died young, and you can tell even the songs he was, singing and everything. You know what I'm saying? And has a lot of haters and everything like that. They were more real, and it sound real, and he didn't have that, because he didn't shake a hand with the devil yet, and God knows the best. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Yeah.
saying he was more transparent. His doing how he dressed and everything. It's not like nothing like what we have right now. Very evil, very, you know what I'm saying? All this crazy stuff. I think he become a little bit more aggressive after he was released from jail. You know what I'm saying? He become, again, because he kind of went to jail for something he didn't do, whatever. He want to get that revenge, so that's why he got, like, he's mad or whatever. He's, you know what I'm saying? He want to get his revenge or whatever. But I'm just saying that, he was looking into to Islam, and it was said by someone very close friend to his, like, it was with his pack.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. They say that. All right, don't come at me for this, but I've seen, like, online that whenever they see a man, like an African American who is Muslim, they're like, oh, why? Because he's been to jail, like, because it's like a lot of African Americans that come out of jail, revert.
Yeah.
And I feel like because that's when you're put in a place where, like, you sit there with your own thoughts, like you're there.
Yeah.
You have nothing else to do, no distractions. And then you start getting all these questions of, like, oh, my life, what am I going to do? Blah, blah, blah. And then that's when you start thinking about religion, the creator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you come across, I mean, there's all these books in jail. So you come across the Quran and you're like, oh, I found the truth.
Yeah, that's one of the reason, sitting alone with your thoughts and nothing else to do, you know what I'm saying, and you have so many different regrets and questions and stuff like that. And again, another thing too, every jail you go to, you find a strong Muslim community in there, especially the dangerous bigger jails or prison, actually, you find a big Muslim community inside the prison, right? Then in the prison, from the people being in there and stuff like that, you always want to be a part of a group. You can't be alone, because if you're alone, you're gonna die. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be with the whites, with the blacks, with the Mexicans or Latinos or whatever, with the others, or you're gonna be with the Muslims. They have very diverse group. You can find the black, white, everybody in there, and it happened to be one of the strongest group, because they have quality life, all the same quality, between them, now because I'm white, I'm Muslim or something like that, or I'm black, whatever, and stronger. And some people, they do it because of the safety reason, and then they change their mind over time when they be in the group. And some of them, they keep it just a safety reason. As long they walked outside the prison, the religion kind of drop out there too. It says in there. It says in the prison, basically. You know what I'm saying? And some people, they bring it with them. Actually change. One of the best da'i, if you guys don't know, da'i means, da'i is someone preaching, Islam, trying to help people to convert and stuff like that. One of them, I forgot exactly what city. I think Georgia, I believe, something like that. One of the, but someone in there. So if not Georgia, someone else. But anyways, that's not one of my favorite guys. This white guy, his name Yusuf. I don't know exactly his real name, but he goes by Yusuf. He revert in jail. He went to jail. He revert in jail, and he become one of the good guys. He learned so much out there. He came out and he's doing so well for himself. Learning, teaching. He's very famous, knowing and stuff like that. And literally, jail changed his life for good.
Yeah.
And he said if jail, when again, another thing too, he just reverted I think like couple, like 2 or 3 weeks, like just like very recent, you know. Then he went to jail, you know.
Yeah, I remember this guy.
Yeah, yeah, his name Yusuf. But anyways, so he went to jail just right after, and it's crazy. A lot of people, they're like, man, I don't know why. Sometimes I just when I become a Muslim, like all these problems come to me, like start flying out to me, you know.
It's a test.
Yeah, it's like Andrew Tate too. As long as he become a Muslim, you know, and I think a month or not even, he went to jail. It's like if you're not tested, that means you're literally on wrong path. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When God, he says he tests the only people actually love. You know what I'm saying? Even when he cares about you and love you, you know, he tests you, you know, with problems,
Yeah.
adversity and stuff like that. But if you not really with the, you know, with it, your life probably in an easy mode all the time, and you think that way, like God loves you, you know. And again, God can show love in the different ways, but sickness, hardships, you know,
Yeah.
this is actually a good.
I mean, obviously, this whole thing we call life is a test.
Yeah.
But I feel like, especially when you revert, you get put into these situations that God tests you, like, to see what you're gonna do.
What are you gonna do? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, and again too.
Because here, and not only that, but the devil's also around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're fresh. You're Muslim now.
Yeah.
You reverted. God wiped all your sins. You're like a newborn baby soul.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you gonna put in your soul? What are you gonna put in your heart? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Back in the day, you know, in companions actually, you know, when they don't get sick for a while, they have no hardships for a while, anything like that, they get panicked.
Yeah.
Literally, they get panicked. They're like, "What the heck is going on?
Yeah.
Like, is a God forgetting about me or what? What's going on?" They feel more alive when they are going through stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now the opposite. We don't want to go through anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, please, God, make it easy for me. You know, I don't want to be, I don't want to be climbing no walls, no anything. You know? Yeah, I like God. My like God make it easy for us, man, for sure.
Yeah.
But if you know, but again, that's the thing too. God promises will never give us anything that we cannot handle. Sometimes people will tell you crazy stories. You know, my mother died. I went 25 years in jail. My leg got cut off, and all this crazy. You're like, man, I don't know how you're alive, but trust me, God, He knows what's your strength, you know, and He knows how much He can stretch you, you know.
Oh yeah.
And He promised. He said He would never give you anything that you cannot handle.
You know, I find so much peace in that. Like, think about it. You can be what you think is rock bottom. You can be going through like one of maybe the worst days of your life. But at the end of the day, you'll go to sleep knowing that you will get through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No matter what, you will get through it. There's going to be a day where like
you'll
get through it.
Yeah. There is always light the end of the tunnel.
Like, God's never going to just like straight up just punish you without an end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And this is why a very important faith is.
When you go through that, there's going to be...
That's why the suicidal people, right? Why they do what they do, because they have really no faith.
Yeah.
Or maybe they claim they have faith, but their faith is really, it's not a real faith. Like, it's
very
not strong.
weak. I mean, you have
weak.
to be in a very weak,
you know,
mental state, I think, in order to do that.
Yeah, exactly. A strong faith, you know there is light the end of this tunnel. You know, you're like, look, as long I am breathing, you know, my soul's still with me, I am going to see light.
Yeah.
I am going to see light. There is no way I'm not going to see light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let's say, may God want you to live the rest of your life just in the darkness, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's possible. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's your test.
Maybe
you know?
that's your test.
Your test.
But majority of us, we get 99% I would say, I don't know exactly God's rules, how, as far, everybody has a different own situation, but I promise everybody will see some kind of lights, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to live the rest of your life, you know what I'm saying, just in the darkness, you know what I'm saying? Only if you're doing something completely wrong, maybe that's the reason, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to check yourself. Sometimes if God giving you a hard time, because want you to like assessed.
Yes,
What are
no,
you
for
what are you
sure,
doing?
for sure. So, but let me clarify. Like, I'm not saying that. So, like, for the people who are being like straight up punished, I feel like that's a separate thing. What I'm saying is, people who have faith and are good people, and pray and practice and try, they try to be a better Muslim. God will of course test you because he loves you. And when you are in that situation, you will always see like ease and peace at
Yeah.
the end. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be light at the end of the tunnel for you.
Okay, and another thing too, no one can say this is a punishment. You know what I'm saying? We cannot know a punishment. Maybe the things we see as a punishment, maybe this is the reward. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a good example. Now, a lot of people claim Gaza. A lot of people say, "What is your God? Why God he didn't come and save you? Why God come and didn't stop this? Why God allowing his people to die this way and this genocide happen?" But how can you know that that's actually their punishment? Or you know what I'm saying? But that's maybe it's
Good
the,
point.
The easy way to go to heaven without any speed bumps. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we say as a Muslims, Allah knows better than anyone else. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Allah knows when we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Allah, he knows the things that we don't know. He knows what we have in our heart. He knows what what is easy. He makes a good example of us and bad example of us. He's in charge of everything. You know what I'm saying? So in the end of the day, we don't want to be judging like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whatever you see in your eyes, say, I think, like he's like the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he said, say something positive or shut your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or be quiet. Not shut your mouth, exactly. Or be quiet, So, and, that's need to be the same with everybody. If you're going to say something, say a positive or just shut your mouth, not talk about it at all.
Like only let positive out of your mouth.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Well, I think
Yeah.
a little ran down episode. We were just it's kind of a random.
Just to like catch up because there's been a lot of things going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're always end up in a religion. Yeah, because this is the best example and the best way to compare anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Exactly has the real answers. Because now I can try to be a smart guy.
Yes.
I'll be like, oh, you're supposed to. There's a lot of what I seen in the internet. You know what I'm saying? I actually do like reading these like self-help books or whatever you might see right here. You know what I'm saying? They're good. But to be honest, everything that I read, literally, I'm not trying to be like Einstein here or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But anything that I read in there is the Quran is the best example of it.
Yeah.
Like, be a positive. This is how you should talk to people. This is how you should interact with people. This is what you should do here and everything. I get some nuggets, but again, I'm not the best reader of Quran either. I don't know too much about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning, But everything what these self-help books, kind of read and talks about, I think you can find that in the Bible, Quran, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like being a good human being, being the best version of yourself. Come on, this is the fundamental, of religion should be. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, at the end of the day, everything I read here, I'm like, look, if I spend all this time I'm reading this book in the Quran, I probably will develop much more better habits, better knowledge and everything else. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, one of the reasons that I like to read these books actually helps me with my language,
Yeah.
in English. So that's kind of like how I try to justify it,
Yeah.
But I can always read English Quran,
Yeah, you can.
which is actually I can understand a lot more than Arabic. Arabic is
Really?
very complex language,
Yeah.
especially for me. I understand good amount, but not everything. It's one of the hardest language out there for sure.
Tell me about it.
And especially Quran. That's why a lot of people when they say, "Oh, look what God said over there," blah blah blah. You literally, first of all, you're not even Arabic. Like you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like Quran, we call it tafsir, which is like the meaning behind it. You have to be like super of knowledge to explain the Quran and to see what exactly God means with this and that, and to how
Yeah.
to connect the chapters together from because the Quran, it's not like organized like this book example, like someone, you know what I'm saying? So it can talk about what's going on right now, what happened in the past, what's coming in the future, and the same page, and you get it all mixed up. But you know what I'm saying? It's not like super organized, like kind of like maybe like a regular book we read maybe in school. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It's something that you have to read and then reread and then reread and then think about it and then read it again.
Yeah.
And think about it
Yeah.
and do some digging.
Quran is one of the biggest signs you can be reading in the rest of your life. The meaning and the words are very very big and very, and I don't know, to me, because when I read it in a real language, Arabic language, I literally all the time, anytime I hold it in my hand, I'm like, this book, there is no way someone like there is no human being will write this book. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just because the phrases, how they put together, the words, how they put together. Some words I never ever heard them in my life. You know what I'm saying? Or seen them. I see them in there. Some of the words I can even pronounce it.
Oh yeah.
Then I have to, you know what I'm saying? Literally, I have to like stop, take my minute. I'm like, okay, how you say this? And I have to try it again. Maybe
100%.
like, you know what I'm saying?
You know that just like recently, they were I forgot the name of who did it, but they were able to translate the Quran to Japanese.
Yeah.
After like all these years that Islam has existed. Just recently they've been able to translate it in Japanese.
Well, and another thing too, again, that's why when you read the English language, it's more easy to understand, because English language, it's very easy language. You know what I'm saying? It has only, I think, 600,000 words.
Yes,
you
but
know,
because it's limited.
Hold on. In Arabic, it has, I think, more than 2 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. This, my friend actually from Morocco, he lives here in Nevada all the time. He told me this. He'll be like, English language, it just doesn't justify, the Quran. It just, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, he just doesn't do it right. You know what I'm saying? All the time he told me that. And it takes me some time actually to realize that. Because sometimes I'm like, no, this in Arabic, it just means so much. In English, it's like amazing, important. I'm like, this is not, you know what I'm saying?
If you also like think about it, the amount of English words we have combined with like, or versus how much Arabic words we have, there's just not enough English words to translate exactly what the Arabic meaning is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
there's no English words that even exist for you to try to comprehend.
Yeah.
So you use all these basic near words.
Yeah, near words.
That's why when you pick up like an English Quran or any language, you will see that it's been translated.
Yeah.
And there's a disclaimer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That it's not the exact word by word by word.
Yeah.
Translation. It's not a word by word.
Yeah.
So here am I, I'm over here, Billy Bob from the country, saying, oh, the Quran says kill anybody who's not
Muslim.
Muslim.
Yeah.
But it's like, no,
Yeah. No.
That's your interpretation of it because you cannot comprehend Arabic.
And maybe that happened too, but happened in a certain time in a certain event. You know what I'm saying?
But
that's too.
my point is, there's no like specific sentence. That goes like kill them.
Yeah. No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
That causes that calls for violence.
Yeah. There is somewhere mentioned like how you mention it, but they were mentioned for certain events would happen in that time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they were planning to go and do something. You know what I'm saying? Then. Because all the wars happened between the Prophet, be peace on him, and disbelievers, all of them, because that's what they call the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, you know, Muhammad, that he was very aggressive on this and that, because, you know, and caused a lot of wars or hate, whatever.
Yes.
And none of those wars, he just like, okay, you know what we're going to do today? We're going to go and ruin the Roman Empire today. No, everything was actually sent by God. You know what I'm saying? God gave him command and he go and do it.
Yeah.
Even the wives he married, you know, Aisha and everything, everything he did, it was by command. You know what I'm saying? So all the people that think, you know what I'm saying, he just this aggressive guy and go and do certain things, you know, and they lost good amount of battles too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think at least like 4 or whatever. I can't remember the number top of my head, but they lose few, they won some. To teach, again, that's God's what he wants. To teach them a lesson. Because if you win it all the time, you might be something else. You know what I'm saying? Or you might think something else, right?
Yeah.
Test, make them win, make them lose. And God knows the best why they want them to lose, why they want them to win. Everything is planned for, right?
Yeah.
And anyways, I just said, you know, again, it's the Quran translated in English. It is still great, the best. You can understand whole a lot, but like if you read it in Arabic and you understand Arabic, I think you're just gonna be more amazed in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel bad that I don't have that knowledge that I can understand the Arabic that deeply. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can even tell like if you were to pray in Arabic and then pray in English, it's a completely different experience.
Oh yeah,
I've done it and it's a completely different experience.
Yeah. No, it's amazing, but that's what I'm saying. So the end of the day, if you are a Christian, Catholic, or whatever, a Muslim, read Quran, read the Bible pretty good. I think that all of them, they teach you to be a best version of yourself, being a good human being overall. That's what I said on all in these books right here. Almost talks about the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might get a couple. I do get a couple nagas. I don't want to like discredit their work. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
But I'm saying overall, it's but I really like this. What is it? Atomic Habits, right?
Yeah.
I forgot who read those big. I think someone. Can you see the name over there? I know this bald guy had, but I forgot his name. James Clear, I think.
James Clear.
Yeah, James Clear. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good book as for the habit. I think that's actually you kind of like if you want to develop a habit, doing something helps you to kind of like how to break it down and make it easy for you to be good at it over time.
Yeah.
So if you want to read that, maybe I'll say read that instead of those and read the Bible with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, it's we tried to make this episode a little bit shorter, but we just kept going.
Yeah.
Yeah. We love talk about religion. You guys are gonna see a lot of religion episodes over here. And what's his name? Boots.
This is the alien that was found in Henderson.
Where?
The alien that was found in Henderson.
Henderson.
You know, the viral video.
The viral video.
It's right here. I captured it.
That's cool. All right. Well, anything else you want to say before we close this episode?
No.
Can you tell them to like and subscribe?
Like and subscribe. And comment. I learned the importance of leaving a comment today, guys. So leave a comment.
And the importance of likes?
Of likes and subscribing. Yes. I knew those, but I didn't know the importance of a comment.
And likes.
Yeah.
So when you guys like, we'll tell them. When you guys like an episode, a video, a clip you watch from this channel, from the Myndscape channel, you guys help the algorithm to recognize that, and show it to other people. When you guys watch and don't do no like, no comment, no anything, the algorithm think, oh, probably they don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And probably you enjoyed it. So if you do enjoy it, if you do like it, if you learn something from it, only one thing, you're not gonna expect to learn everything, So, for me too, when I read the book, I was just like, if I learn just one good thing from this book, I will be happy with that. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna plan to learn 20 things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not how it works. Every book you read, anything you do, you learn one thing and you move on with your life. Your life will be pretty good over time. You know what I'm saying? You play that long game thing, So if you guys learn one thing from this episode, so hopefully you guys leave us a like. So that way, our movement keep growing. And it's been growing. I want to shout out to you guys, all the new subscribers that joined the movement. Appreciate it. And make sure, guys, follow us on Rumble also. I know we promised we're going to do a live episode over there.
And we still are going to do it.
We're
just
gonna
not
do it.
going to promise a date.
Yeah, we will be doing it hopefully soon over here. We'll just we have a lot of things going on in the background, and hopefully we'll set up a date pretty soon over here, and we'll announce it a day or two before, so you guys, hopefully you can be there and watch the show live. And hopefully you guys have a beautiful week, and I'll see you guys in another one. Take care.
Bye-bye.